So how are we feeling about the latest chapter of Chainsaw Man? Is it good? Is it bad? And I'm kind of somewhere in the middle, leaning towards, you know what? It's moving the needle along to where we need it to be. I think the most interesting fact in this chapter is when Fami, or rather Yoshida, says the Death Devil is going to descend in 1 month. So here we are from all the way prior or leading up to the Falling Devil arc when Yoshida says the Nostradamus prophecy is going to come in a few months. I think it was in July. Someone quote me in the comments down below on the exact date. And now we're 1 month away from that inevitable date where the Death Devil is going to descend with all the high-ranking officials and generals going to bow down and salute Lady Death. And some people are speculating there could be a reborn again Control Devil, a reborn again Blood Devil greeting her. I can't wait till we get the reveal for that. But I'm getting a bit ahead of myself because when Yoshida relays this information out to Fami's like, look, I'd love to help, but 1, Yoshida, you and public safety are not fun. 2, I like to savor things, and I like to play on words with Fami and the famine, hunger devil, and all that pizzazz, right? Of like savory. Savory, you think of food, but here we have Fami just outright saying, no, I savor food, I savor experiences, fun, people, etc., etc., etc. I like those play on words and just kind of learning these little nuances on how Fujimoto kind of plays with, you know, just kind of her personality, right? So I like that. But the last part she says is that, look, in about a month's time, when the Death Devil descends, this is the day of like the school festival activities, and I got to prepare for that. I'm a part of the planning committee. So, you know, I can't help you out right now. And there's a part where Fumiko is just a bit flabbergasted hearing this, saying like, Death, if she descends, your friends are going to die. So why don't you help? And then that's when Fami says, well, look, you're not fun. I don't want to hang out with you. Yoshida says, oh, I'm no fun. And you can tell as suave and calm and collected Yoshida has been throughout this entire part, his feelings are actually a bit hurt, which is a little ironic considering he's been as exciting as a fucking brick to me this entire time. And when he also adds in the line of public safety is short-staffed, we could use help. Didn't you work for a secret organization? Like, where's the secret organization you're working for? Why don't you hire them? Or better yet, where the fuck is Kishibe? It's so crazy how many times we just talk about Kishibe, and this is much different than saying, oh, I want to see Kobeni because I just love Kobeni. It's like, okay, but she left. Like, she doesn't want to be a part of public safety. So if we never see her again, that's fine. I don't care. And if you include her, that's great. Fan service, whatever. But Kishibe, in part 1, he's one of the higher ups in public safety. Why haven't we seen Kishibe yet? Blows my mind. Is Fujimoto truly just going to omit him out of this story at this point? Or is there something going along with this plot thread that we should pay attention to in the upcoming chapters? But it's a little weird to hear Yoshida say public safety is a bit short-staffed when all of us are like, we have Kishibe, and Kishibe, I know, has the fucking resources and connects to get people if he needs to. Now, I really wanted to get that out of the way because, you know, we ended chapter 193 with Yoru telling Denji, look, defeat the Death Devil and we'll make love, and if you don't defeat my sister, then I'm going to take you out, use you as a weapon, and then I will defeat death. So we begin this chapter with Denji waking up in bed and he's like, oh, I couldn't sleep, I had too many boners. But did anyone think for 2 seconds that, oh my God, they slept in the same bed together and they just actually did the deed? But as I say that, no, that's my ego just wanting a very simple answer about Denji getting laid because, oh my God, the man deserves it, okay? And there's a moment when he's looking at Yoru asleep. He's checking out her bosom. He's like, oh, here's a good time to cop a feel. And what a gentleman. He actually grabs the blanket, put it over her, and just wants her to rest and relax, and ends up telling Pochita afterwards, this is the most dangerous chick I've been associated with yet. This is not going to end well. Now, there's a part of me that feels bad for Denji that like he's just accepted the grim reality and situation that he's truly in. And there's also a part of me thinking, I wonder because he's accepted this grim fate if he has a plan with Pochita to somehow get out of it. But I don't think it's the latter because at the very end when, you know, we see Asa, and we'll talk about Asa a little bit later, Denji ends up telling Pochita, see, what did I tell you? Right as Asa ends up pointing the finger at Denji, assuming that he's going to be blown to bits, but is that going to happen? Probably not. But anyway, I just want to say Denji accepting his grim fate is some character development. I don't know if it's good or bad. And I'm not saying like it's bad writing. I'm just saying that like, fuck, what the hell do you do when you're Denji in this situation? And even seeing the television go off by saying 900 people died, 3,800 people are missing, and the fire in the background. Granted, it's because of the destruction and chaos that has happened from the Chainsaw Man Church arc, the recent battle with Yoru and Denji, and everything that happened with public safety and the aging devil. But I like that we're seeing the fire in the background and that we're getting hinted closer and closer towards seeing what the fire devil is going to look like. That's going to be very exciting. Oh, and of course, how can I forget the moment when Fami was talking about hanging out with her friends with the planning committee, and then her friends just come? What if her friend just come and effortlessly picks her up and is like, he ho, and Fami doesn't do anything about it, which I think is just so adorable and cute. And she wants to protect Earth for the reason that she listed in this chapter, which I just find so endearing about. But yo, either Fami weighs like 20 pounds or her friend made a contract with the muscle devil, because that was absolutely hilarious. Such a little fun Fujimoto thing to see in Chainsaw Man Part 2. And then finally, when we go back to Denji and Yoru, and Denji's like, oh damn, that's impressive what you can do. And she fires off her bang, and you just see these buildings being like blasted with these huge crater-like holes. It's them starting to like bond a little bit more in a friendly banter. And then Yoru puts her head down, and then you hear someone say Denji, and then she looks up, and look at this amazing panel that Fujimoto has between Asa and Denji, because now it's Asa back. And then Asa, it's like a clear line is divided from the building of like, ooh man, Asa is quite literally and metaphorically separated, because how does Asa even start this conversation? And a lot of us want to see how this conversation is going to go down, because Yoru stepped in and had too much fun recently. Even though she was puffing up her chest and saying, she's going to make Denji do this and Denji's going to be her pet, blah, blah, blah. We know that she cares. Let me see what Asa has to say. And is what Yoru said a few chapters back actually true? That like Asa's mental capacity is just so fragile right now because of her committing, and not directly, mind you, of the destruction and chaos and all the murdering that has happened because of Yoru. And how does she talk to Denji saying like, help me, I don't know how to get out of this situation, I don't know what to do? Is she gonna ask for help? And if she does ask for help, how can Denji get her out of the situation that she's in? So overall, the chapter is okay. Nothing really stands out to me. I will say again, the whole public safety is short-staffed only irks me as a reader, knowing that, well, hello, where the fuck is Kishibe at? But besides that, we can talk more about this in the live discussion. I do have my Chainsaw Man playmats that we are doing pre-orders on. If you use the discount code Fumiko, you will get 48% off. But anyway, I'm in the way of the video here, so go ahead and click right here. You're still watching. I appreciate the gracious comments saying, look at the glow up. It's the beard, it's the hair, maybe it's both. But guys, the mustache thing, it has to go. I know. It was good for what it was. I just got to shave. It just, it's done. But I appreciate you sticking around and watching. Fuck off.